Good evening, all. This is Shay Horowitz, ShogunTrading.com. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're able to relax. The market is coming back right now. This is a very unique market we're having right now. It's a very unique economy we're having right now. There's people that are calling for Armageddon. There are people that are calling for, a complete fundamental change in our economy. This is the time to pay attention. It doesn't matter what political persuasion you are. It's definitely something that you want to pay attention to. The way to come out of this political change is to invest in the right things and stay out of the wrong things, of course. S&P 500 has been very, very funny. The short side has been absolutely eliminated. That means that short sellers are not coming in. Short sellers are staying on the sidelines. There was an interview on CNBC a few days ago with someone that talked about the short selling desks, the sell side, and they're empty. They're not busy. There's nothing going on the short side. People are not going short right now. People are not going short right now because they are afraid. They're afraid of rule changes. They're afraid of news that's coming out, and they're afraid of being legislated out. So they're basically staying on the sidelines. And that's what we're seeing in the market. A lot of people have been calling the market to the downside. A lot of people have been calling a top on the market, saying, yeah, the market's going to dive, the market's going to dive, the market's going to dive. I've been talking every week about how the market is not going to dive until it's ready to dive. Go to Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. It's a great book, and he talks about how you can call the market perfectly, you can call the top perfectly, but if people are not ready to go short, the market's not going to come down. Yes, we might have a lack of sellers, a lack of buyers, but just because we have a lack of buyers does not mean that the sellers are going to start bringing the market down. It takes short sellers to bring the market down, not just a lack of buyers. So here's the weekly basis. You can see how 931, that's our resistance level, and 882, it's our support level, and how we didn't penetrate below support. Let me show you the same thing on a daily basis, so it'll be a little bit easier. And you can see how, we've been coming down, but we've been bumping against that 882, but nobody wants to take the first step. Nobody wants to go short, and that's why we stayed above it. So what does that mean? Well, you can have a downward correction. You can have a washout. You can have basically the market taking a shower and the market comes down in one big whoosh, and that's a correction, and that's usually when the short sellers step in and bring the market down in a very, very sharp way. But you can also have a sideways correction. That's basically what we had. The market goes up, takes a break. The market goes up, takes a break. The market goes up, takes a break. The break was sideways instead of the break was down. So that's basically what we've been having right now. There's resistance, there's support, and you can see how what could happen right now is basically the short side is wasted, and if we penetrate the 931, we're going to go up to 1,000. At 1,000, it's a major psychological level. The major psychological level is very interesting, because once we break 1,000, the news media is going to tell you, is going to come out with, we broke 1,000, we broke 1,000, we broke 1,000, and that's a major psychological, and nobody's going to want to go short. Everybody is going to want to buy. So that's what we're looking for. So, I think we're going up. The trend is up, but the short says being refuted, so I think we're going up. I talked about oil. I've been talking about oil for a long time, and about how it reached the bottom right around here at the $30, $40 level. And it's been going sideways for a while, and then it started bumping up, and this is where we joined oil. This is where we started buying oil. Now, I told you about this. I came up with this. Instead of buying oil, we've been buying USO. And USO, it's not a humongous mover. We bought it at 33. Sorry, we came in at 33, went up to 36.42, which is very nice for us. But it can go places. I mean, if oil comes back up to the $60 level or the $70 level, we'll be doing pretty good. We'll be doubling our money on this one, and that's something that our clients have been doing this week. Potash, which is the one I gave you a couple weeks ago, is doing pretty good. It might keep going. So if you are in this one from the 97.67 level, if it penetrates the highs right now, the 117, it can go to 140 like we talked about before. So definitely plenty of upside potential over there. I do have a new one for you for this week. AK Steel. AK Steel, steel companies, of course, out of our $800 billion stimulus package that was supposed to go into infrastructure and shovel ready projects and so on, I won't get into it. Um, a lot of it, of course, is going to go into steel. Only 4% has been spent so far, but I think there's a lot of spending coming, and the spending coming, I think a lot of it is going to go into steel. So that should work out pretty well. Stock has done double bottom, and this is something I really like to see. There's one bottom. There's a second bottom. If we penetrate this resistance level, the 1465, it could start a new uptrend, and the uptrend can really take this one places. If it takes it up to 30, it'll be a nice double, and that's something I'll be very, very happy with. You can see that it's already above the 50-day moving average, which is the blue line. It's already above the yellow, which is the 21. And the 1723 is where the 200 is. Once it breaks the 200, it's going to be above all moving averages. All moving averages are going to be into an uptrend, and this could work out pretty well for us. Anyway, stay on your toes. This is the time that you want to pay attention. You don't crawl into a cocoon. Don't try to weather the storm by hiding under a rock. The problem with weathering the storm hiding under a rock is that the storm might be a lot longer than you think. Yes, recession was going to last a year, but what if it lasts 2 years? What if the recession is going to last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? It can happen. And for that, you need to be active. You need to actually make money. You need to produce, not just preserve. And that's what we're here for. We're going to help you produce. We're going to help you produce an income, produce profits, so you can benefit off of this. If oil is going to go up, you want to be part of it. You want to take advantage of it because you don't want to be a victim of it. So by taking advantage of it, you're no longer a victim of it. Anyway, that's all I have for you for tonight. Hope you have a great week. We do stock picks on a nightly basis as well. That's our newsletter. Have a great week. I'll talk to you tomorrow, next week.